Remember a couple weeks ago when I buffed my nails before I did this set? That was because I had some lifting with the peel-off gel, despite that not being something that I normally do before using a peel-off base. So I knew it was a bad idea. I did it anyway, because I also knew I was going to cut these nails down after this set regardless. I'd reached the point where typing was just no longer comfortable, so I conducted an experiment. Because that's how you learn. Sometimes you push the boundaries for no other reason than to just see what the outcome is going to be. Plus, as always, I think it's important to show or tell you why you shouldn't do something just as much as why you should. For example, I will intentionally give myself bruises when I'm sugaring, so you see what the consequences are from doing things improperly. Experience is the best teacher, but you don't have to feel it personally for you to understand the significance. So allow me to make the mistakes and help guide you through it. There are varying degrees of damage that you can sustain. Thankfully, the majority of my nails are like a level 1, but these two nails are like an 8, with my ring finger having the most damage. But my pinky, although it looks terrible, is still pretty strong and thick. So just as I mentioned before, we'll just apply cuticle oil to encourage any of that lifting to lay back down, and I'll continue to do that daily. Normally you prep the nails for gel by buffing them because you need to remove the natural shine because gel just doesn't like smooth surfaces. It needs a bit of texture for it to stick and stay, but that's not really important when you intend to just rip it off anyway. So what did we learn, class? If you're gonna buy a gel product that's intended for you to peel it away, there's no need for you to enhance the adhesion. Increasing that bond also increases the risk of mechanical damage when trying to remove it. If you're using one of these products and your gels peel within like a week, that's totally normal. These peel-off gels are made for temporary wear and ease of removal, emphasis on removal. So if you like gel for its longevity, the fact that it stays for weeks or even months compared to regular nail polish, this may not be for you. It's actually more so intended for those who like to wear gel, but also want to change their color and their designs more frequently without the hassle of having to soak in acetone. If your nails are really thin and brittle, it is because the nail has been thinned down in certain spots. It's not the acrylic or the gel that's doing the damage, it's generally the removal process. So that's why you should always soak until the product completely lifts, and be gentle. At one point, you might remember that I was like constantly chipping the corners of my toenails. I thought that I was doing so good, but here we are. So now I have to make up the difference and cut one of them a little bit shorter. Instead of soap, I'm adding Epsom salt today. If you are stressed out, you need help calming down, if you don't have a bathtub, just soak your feet during your nighttime routine. Notice how dead my foot looks right now. Like the skin is just very dull. If your feet or any part of your body for that matter looks anything like this after a bath or a shower, it is a huge red flag that your skin needs to be exfoliated. This part of the epidermis is completely dead, like unequivocally. So that's why it's so important for you to thoroughly hydrate your skin, so it maintains at least the appearance of vitality. In other words, if you want healthy looking skin, then it needs to be clean, smooth, and moisturized. So I've injected the moisture by soaking, removed any buildup. Now I need to lock it in, because remember, moisture is water. So to keep it from evaporating, we want to use products that create a barrier. First, I put on a body serum with AHAs in it just to help further exfoliate my skin and keep it soft. And then on top of that, I'm adding a really rich body lotion, or it would even better be described as like a cream, because this formula has a very good amount of oil in it. So even though you would normally see me use an oil at this point, with this, I kind of still am. I can't even tell you the last time I had a professional pedicure, because that's how long I've been doing my own. And I'm fine with that, because here the customer is always right and I get exactly what I want every time. However, I would like to start getting my hair done, because baby, I'm tired. But every time I scroll past the stylist I like, it takes like 17 clicks just to figure out what city they in. And don't even get me started with scheduling. Because if you have Squarespace, not only could you be booking appointments in your sleep, better yet, you'd be practicing your craft instead of managing your calendar. Like if I didn't have tools to assist with admin, I'd cry, because anything that doesn't involve exploring creativity is boring. So it's either delegate or make it a game. And I'd much rather use an aid than try making adulting fun. So that's why I appreciate features like BioSite and templates, which allow me to just insert the pertinent information, but the design and the formatting is done for me. For example, the newsletter, which is already beautiful, which, by the way, I'm happy to report the site is back up and running. In fact, if you already signed up, you probably received the welcome newsletter in your inbox. So if you haven't already signed up for Squarespace, what you waiting for? I've been telling you this since way back when. If you want to try it out, you get a discount with abetweene, or just go ahead and go to squarespace.com/abetweene. As you can see, my nails have grown out a little bit and I was able to retain the length. So that's a good sign that my nails didn't sustain a significant amount of damage, because if they had, they would have broken soon after I took the gel polish off. The crazy thing is, I got out the shower and moisturized my body like a holiday ham before I went to bed, lathered up. And still, this is what I woke up to the next day. Technically, I wasn't wearing these pants. I did have on sweatpants that were like a little bit heavier. You know, the ones that are like kind of fleecy inside. Shriveled me up like a raisin. Tore my legs every which way but loose. This is why I don't like winter. It's the clothes that steal all of the moisture from your skin. And if you're like, girl, it's May, what are you even talking about? As you can see from my nails, this footage is a little bit older because my nails aren't the same as they are now. But I had to put myself on a whole regimen to make sure that my skin was thoroughly hydrated and properly exfoliated. And that started with dry brushing. But be forewarned, this is not appropriate if you have active eczema or psoriasis. Even I can only do this when my skin isn't inflamed, since it's not really appropriate for really sensitive skin. You always want to be working so that you are circulating towards the heart. So I would start at my ankles. You can even include the tops of your feet and then work my way up. You can also do circular motions specifically to help loosen the skin.